Okay, as far as heart emojis, like I said, I think I said most of, just looking back at the video itself, I said a lot about it. And especially about the vibe, and it's just how you can just kick back in your car, type, listen to that music. And it's like the cherry pie piece that Tom was talking about that he dropped. I think it deserves way more, in my personal opinion. It needs to get out there more. And I think a lot of people, I think Tom will be busy. He's got to watch out that if he's creating these impressions for different genres and different things he's doing, he's going to have all kinds of fan bases that are like, make more. I'm really thinking he doesn't care. He tries to overwhelm himself purposely. I think he's addicted to keeping himself busy. I swear, because that, he's like, I'm going to sign every CD. Like, come on. I remember him saying that. I was like, reality is going to hit. Your fan base is going to get so big, 1 million people. There's no way you can sign 1 million copies and do everything else you need to do. It ain't going to happen. I'm sorry. I hate to burst that bubble. But you see Tom, he's just running blindly right towards it. Like, I don't care. I'm going to sign every copy. And that's his attitude. And I think he's going to run into the same issue with these genres, these songs. Like, they're hitting Billboard numbers in rock, in hip hop, and he's hitting all over. He's going to create all these fan bases. And he's running into that like full speed. Like he might, who knows, he might have a magic ball where he has 60 hours in a day where the rest of us have 24, but he's going to have like, no, make me this song, make me this, he's going to have all these genre people from different genres screaming for their next release or their next album, or he's going to have to create 3 albums at the same time. Or he's going to have to form a bigger team, and he's going to have to start doing features. That's just, I don't know. Who knows? At this point, the other thing I've noticed about Tom over this period of time, what's interesting is to see Tom at this level, because as we start to go back in time, we will start to discover the Tom that before, there's some videos before Dear Rappers, before he actually launched into the stratosphere. And there's videos before that. So we're going to be going back there. We're going to be going back in time. And there's definitely life at that time, especially Dear Rappers and the other things he was creating. It's like when you're working to put food on your plate, there's another level of work that you're putting in for that, because you need to eat, right? Well, Tom's got a full plate now. And to see him working at the level he's working with a full plate, it's almost like he didn't change. But I almost wouldn't mind at all. Like, for me, I just know the reality of situations. Like, we got to give to Tom. This could happen to any of us. Think about it. I mean, nowhere in my life, there's no point in my life where I can tell you about a personal experience where I had $1 million in my bank account. There isn't. As of today, going all the way back, there's no personal experience with that. There's experiences without hearing other people, millionaires and things like that, talk about it. I've been close enough. I've even done like home-based business things, and I've been around people that make that kind of money. They're very accessible. There's the ones that seem out of touch of reality. They seem untouchable. They seem like you can't approach them. They're like they're in a statue, or there's something you can't reach those guys. And then there's people that I've seen that I've personally known, and I have friends, and I'm sure many of you do, that make that much. That make that kind of money. And so, and they're still cool people. So it doesn't take away you being a good, cool person, or being the same person of who you are or whatever. It's just that it's an experience. It's a new experience that Tom, well, he's even more, he even raps about it, right? Like, got 7 digits and, 7 digits in my bank account. Wow. you know, so, which is a remarkable feat, by the way, as far as he's come in that period of time. It's epic. But, you know, we got to give him space, because to like absorb that, it's a reality for him now. I'm just saying, think about it. What if, and everyone goes, I wish it was a reality for me. Okay, then go ahead and do everything Tom just did to get there. Everybody wishes for it. Nobody wants to do the work. But anyways, that's another thing to look at as we're observing his rise, or not rise. He's reached a pinnacle at this point. Not a pinnacle for the career, because we know there's, you can always compare yourself. There's always someone bigger or stronger or smarter than you, and you're always, and there's that's a plus, I think, because that's always going to drive you, because once you reach the top, I mean, some people that reach that, they have no one else to go, you know, what's their next mountain, you know? They literally have to descend into another valley and find another mountain to climb, because they've already reached the peak of that mountain. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, just love the video. I've already made a lot of comments on the video. This discussion, that's all the discussion is, really. The discussion is basically anything that you feel like, something that prompts you, especially from, this is tied to heart emojis. And you notice I didn't really talk about anything that had to do with the theme. Towards the end there, though, I will have to say this with Nova, her laugh, her hysterical laughter at the end, again showing their energy, the type of people they are. You can just feel it through the screen. I see, like in Gang, if you see that, and like I said, I'm gonna be doing a whole playlist for Nova. She gets pushed into the toilet paper. Anyone who saw that would understand with Tom pushing her here in that scene. Like, that's the thing. You'll get it. Like, if you connect the dots that Tom does this kind of stuff with Nova, like messes with her all the time. It's funny. It's a cool thing. It's a neat thing to see in a relationship. Like, they're really like amazing couple that are having fun with each other. So it's pretty cool to see. It's a beautiful thing to see, actually. And it's funny that they're singing about breaking up. They're doing a whole breakup scenario with each other. So who knows? Maybe they're getting some angst out through their art, through an art form. Because as much as everyone sees the beautiful thing in couples and stuff, everyone knows the reality of being in a couple situation, as beautiful as it can be to everyone in the world. Living with somebody, tolerating you see all the little stuff that gets on your nerves. I mean, I see it when Tom does his live feeds and stuff. You'll see like some of this, you can tell him being irritated, and you can see like Nova doing her. It's like, it's existential again. I keep using that word, existential. Like, it's part of existence. It's like, it's unavoidable. You're not going to be like, oh, we're in the most perfect relationship that's so harmonious, we've never argued for like a million. It's just, that's not even a relationship. What is that? You're just two robots? I mean, we are, as human beings, we have all sorts of emotional dimensions to us. And then you put two people in the same room or the same place for a while, you know, there's things that can bounce off each other and all that kind of stuff. So for them to express things through their art, that's just another whole good example. I mean, you don't have to be public about it. We don't have to necessarily go put 7, digits in our bank accounts to all have these experiences. But we can literally, if we have some kind of art that we have, or some kind of hobby, or something we share, we can express anything that's going on with us through those. That's like a more healthy way to deal with whatever we're dealing with, instead of ignoring it until it gets to the point where it's a nightmare and it's not healthy, and it's just not good for anybody. Not for yourself, not for the person, not for your best friend that you actually love, not for if you have kids, not for them. So they're always teaching by example. And if this is the way, I'm just reading into this, if this is the way they resolve things that are in their mind that will drive them nuts, and they're like, let's put it out in a form of art, you know, like what I really think of you. Sometimes when you really bug me, it's like, get away. You know, they're yelling at each other through the phone. They're getting it all out, you know. It's therapeutic, right? Reminds you of The Simpsons. You know, what is that? Where they gave them those little cushion things to hit each other. And they started going to town. Started pulling out baseball bats. I don't know. I barely remember the episode. It was something about they went to see a family therapist. And you just need to beat each other up. And this whole, like, all the pink and all the goodness stuff they have, all the colors, schemes, and Tom even already said he loves these colors. He loves these, like, he had like that Care Bear t-shirt on. I think that's what's amazing about, like, he's an artist, so you're never going to be able to predict what's on his mind. Because you'll be like, dude, he's got these face tattoos. He's like a hard rock. What's he doing with a Care Bear t-shirt on? That's exactly the kind of dude he is, man. He's an enigma. I love it. I love every part of it. And so for those of you that identify the same way, I'm glad you guys came, stop by, visit. With that, if you like these discussions, man, and you know, show that you do. We'll have more with other episodes. Actually join in the conversation in the remarks section or down in the comments. I could bring up other things. If there are things I didn't bring up in a certain discussion, I'll attach a discussion to it, and we'll go to town on that subject. But for now, click like, subscribe if you haven't, if you like what I'm doing. The piano reaction idea, that just came out of this too. So if you like that idea too, like I said, we can throw some piano reactions if I'm feeling it. I'll let you know when I'm going to do them. And so if you want to hear my music, again, go down to the description box below. And let's keep going, Hog Army. Let's keep pushing these videos. Let's get all these videos with millions and millions of views, so that it's literally unstoppable. Like, we're gonna break the internet. Let's do it. Let's all do it together. All right, guys.